Welcome to Busan EFM News at 3. I'm Juliette Hom. South Korea and China are set to hold a new round of negotiations for a bilateral free trade agreement, or FTA, this week, the South Korean government said today, in what could be the last attempt for an agreement before a regional summit attended by their leaders. The talks, the 14th of their kind, will be held Thursday in Beijing, according to the Ministry of Trade, Industry, and Energy. The country's leaders have agreed to conclude the FTA negotiations before the year's end, and China reportedly is hoping to complete the talks before the start of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, or APEC, summit, so they can make an announcement at the regional gathering. The South Korea-China FTA, if signed, will be one of the largest trade pacts Seoul has signed. It is also expected to be the highest level of its kind signed by Beijing. A college student has been indicted on charges of staging illegal street rallies to protest the government's handling of a ferry tragedy that killed more than 300 people in April, prosecutors said today. The Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office said it has indicted Yong Hae-in, 24, without physical detention for overstaying her protests and occupying the streets with dozens of colleagues between May and June. The Kyunghee University student is the mastermind behind the Stay Still campaign, which saw hundreds of citizens silently march through central Seoul in the months following the April 16th tragedy. Yong earlier blew the whistle on prosecutors for searching through her messages and contacts on mobile messenger app KakaoTalk without seeking her approval. Prosecutors said they were acting without a court warrant. Citizen Solidarity for Participation and Self-Governance of Busan will hold a walking event to mark the Day of Pedestrians on the 9th. The walking event will start from Busan City Hall and finish at Busan Civic Square from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Anyone who is interested in the event, including citizens and students, can participate. The event is aimed at raising awareness of poor walking environments and to consider plans to improve it while walking the streets of downtown. The audit on free school meals by Gyeongnam local government scheduled for today has been postponed. An official at the Gyeongnam government said the audit related to free school meals at 8 schools in the province has been scheduled for today, but has been provisionally delayed due to the concern of conflict with civil groups. The Gyeongnam government said today's audit was only delayed and the audit itself has not been canceled. Therefore, the possibility of conflict between the Gyeongnam Education Office and civic groups still remains. The trend of unsold apartments in Busan has turned recently to an increasing trend. By region, there were 767 unsold apartments in Gangseogu, the highest, followed by Sasan-gu with 522 unsold apartments and Namgu with 360 unsold apartments. U.S. tightrope walker Nick Wallenda has successfully completed back-to-back high-wire walks above the city of Chicago, walked by thousands of people. The 35-year-old achieved the 2 skyscraper crossings without a safety net or harness. Now for the weather. The morning temperature will drastically drop with strong winds as early winter weather arrives today. The high in Busan will be 16 degrees with waves rising from 1.5 to 4 meters in the seas. Fine dust concentration levels are normal today. It is currently 15 degrees here in Busan. That wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. Now you're listening to Busan EFM.